And welcome to some App State volleyball. They're going through the starting lineups as we speak for Troy. I'm Michael Santiago here tonight. David Bartery Company on 90.5 WASU YouTube. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. How are you?
Doing all right. Definitely a busy day ahead for us. Of course, it is senior night here at App State. Allie Morris, Kiana Mackey, Addison Heineman, and Maya Winterhoff are your senior class for App State. We just has honored Troy's seniors as well, and we will get that lineup confirmation here shortly as they're rolling the promo video here in the home center. And I gotta say, this is one of my favorite promo videos in all of App State sports. I'm a little biased just because I love volleyball, but this one is one of my favorites in the entire lineup. I think.
Yeah, I think this one goes pretty hard. I think just where they shot it on the mountain, it looks really nice, and I don't know, whoever edited it did a really good job editing it as well.
Yeah, right there on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I mean, it's fantastic to see, but an even better place to be than the Blue Ridge Parkway right now is the home center. And I mean, it's going to be a good one. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
App State coming in off the loss to Marshall after having picked up one of two in that series against them. And I mean, it's a pretty crucial game for them, being only 5-9 in conference play. And Troy only
Yeah.
6-8, so neither team was good.
No, I'm thinking it could be a pretty evenly matched game. I know last time we were here, it was me and you, and it was at the Georgia Southern, I think, and they just kept having. They would have won if they did just. They kept having service errors. So I'm hoping tonight it's different, and we get a change of scenery.
Yeah, Georgia State. I mean, that was a good team with Dubinair, Pie, and all of those players. But I mean, we know how good this App State team can be. They've shown it, all across the season. They've had a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but looking at the starting lineup for App State today, it's Kiana Mackey, Mimi Davis, that's at the librarian spot, Maya Winterhoff, Addison Heidemann, Bella Hutchins, Kayla Hardy, and Allie Morris tonight. Of course, Luke Johnson out injured.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's gonna maybe hinder them a little bit. I know we were talking earlier. Lou Johnson has 79 blocks, and that is a huge loss for this team.
Yeah, steady source of kills as well with 151, but of course she was in a boot on the sideline last we saw her. So all the best for her recovery, and it is a shame to see her injured, but she seems to be in good spirits. So
Yeah, that's good. I do hope the best for her and her recovery. That's for sure.
looking into boys lineup, it's Amaya Butler, JC Mesa, Ella Broadhead, Sydney Austin, Olivia Piakowski, Jordan Sinnis, is Brooke Forkum, and Caleb Batzel. Oh, I believe. Yeah, Caleb Betzel. But I mean, I still think our team is better than theirs. Wouldn't you agree?
I do agree. One key player that they need to look out for tonight, though, is Amaya Butler. She is leading the Trojans in kills with 388 kills and 192 digs. She's leading both of those for that team. So I think if they could just kind of steer clear from her and kind of just lock in. No service errors today, hopefully. Shall see. And I think we should be good against this team.
Yeah, my key for them is Sydney Austin, the obviously standing 6'3". You can't teach height, so and we saw how much of an issue that was with the pie against Georgia State last time we were. So
Right.
and it looks like we are getting ready to get underway. It'll be Addison Heidemann who will get the right to serve to open this game. And we are just about ready. Troy shifted over to the right here to start this game. We're off. Troy gets the dig. Set up for Austin. That one tipped by Winterhoff. Dig from Heidemann. Set by Davis. Mackey soft with a tap over. Dig there from Sinnis. Long snap back and it stays inbounds. And I believe that is Amaya Butler now with her 389th kill on the season.
That's right. Yeah. It's now 1-0 Trojans, but the game just started.
Yeah, definitely early doors. Sydney Austin here to serve. Gives dig set by Heidemann. Winterhoff, and we've seen that so many times this season. Just too much power from six to Heidemann. It's now tied at 1-1. Kiana Mackey will serve.
This is a pretty exciting game so far.
We have to hope it remains that way. No shift from Troy here on this one. Mackey with the serve. Dig from the libero. Set up. Davis sets. Strong hit over. Libero sets. Weston tried there. There's nothing doing. Hutchins. Just too much power there, and that one goes over the back line. And it's 1-2 to start this game.
That seems to be a reoccurring theme. It's just too much power to handle.
Yeah, whether it's straight into someone's wrist or well over the back line. But now serving is Madison Marks, and one of only 2 players under 5'7" on this team. The other being, I believe, 5'4" or 5'4" Betzel, set by Heidemann. Morris set there. They're long back to Winterhoff. They watch us to keep up with here, but the pace of the Mountaineers' attack brings it level at 2.
Yeah, Madison Marks looks like she tried to go for that, but she didn't quite get it her way.
And so one of the liberos for. Oh, we talked about service errors coming into the game. Winterhoff getting one there.
Straight into the net.
I mean, that one almost got over, but
Almost.
yeah, almost doesn't cut it either. Sunbelt. Serving now is Sarah Bates for Troy. We hope for a service error on her end. Serves up, gets over the net. Dug strongly into Ford, and that one gets over the net for a kill.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Bella DeFord.
Kalina Calvillo tried to block that, but it kind of like bounced off her chest, so she didn't quite got that.
Yeah, Calvillo just unable to get to that one. Butler checked back in for, I believe Sarah Bates there. It'll be Hutchins to serve now. Troy shifted to the right. Dig from Butler. Hit very strongly. Referee will say that just managed to stay in. And Troy will get the side out there.
We are now tied. Oh no, we are not tied. We are now from 3-4. Trojans are leading.
Yeah, still a very close game. Troy now to serve. Mesa doesn't jump. Another dig. Almost got over the net there. Butler. Marks. High dig there from Davis. And Morris with a strong hit. Butler. Another dig from DeForn goes over the net. Troy A has it. And Caroline Farding just kind of smacked in the chest there.
Yes, that looked like it hurt. That was a really exciting rally, though. That went on for a while.
I mean, she seemed to laugh it off, so.
That's good.
Mesa now to serve. Score 5-3 in the first set if you're just joining us. Dick from Davis. Heidemann. Morris. Too much power for Mesa to handle. She's straight back to the Troy bench.
Troy's got to watch out for the ball coming on their end.
Yeah, do have to watch your head and when, spectating volleyball, even if you're on the bench. Allie Morris now to serve for App State. That one almost aced, just too much power, though. We talked about the service errors a lot during the Georgia State game, and I still feel like that's a big factor here.
Yeah. We only have one so far, thankfully. Hopefully, we're not too crazy with it again.
Yeah, that last one was our second one. Jumping serve there. They're dug by Davis. Mackey. Insane power. Just too much, though, and it barely touches that back line, making it 4-7.
Maggie's definitely one of our key players. She's changed her hair, as you were talking about again. Love to see it.
Now the serve is Calvillo. Long take from Morris that gets over. Austin tries to just tap it over. Dig by Davis. Set up again for Troy and denied. Back over to them. And a deceptive little hit there from Madison Marks. App State on the back foot to start this one, 4-8.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked. I thought they'd be doing a little bit better in this first set, but I think it is just having too much power with the ball.
I do think not having Lee Johnson is hurting a little bit as a dig goes well over. Allie Morris luckily okay after sliding off the court there to try.
I know, yeah. Morris literally went off the court, but looks like she was able to shake it off.
Yeah, glad she's going to be okay. And Calvillo to serve once more. Morris Heidemann, Mackey, that one. Yeah, too much strength, and that one is finally a side out for App State. Betzel unable to do anything with that one.
I know, she looks like she was trying to dig for it, but I mean, with the angle that she was at, there's nothing she could really do.
Yeah, Kiana Mackey had her doing a split almost. Looked like gymnastics, really. Mimi Davis to serve. Dig from Choi. That one's set up. Heidemann for dig. Set by Davis. Mackey, deceptive little hit, but just not enough there. And the referee will say an App State player touched it. Maybe Morris and Farthing got a hand to that one.
Maybe they think Farthing did, but I personally, it didn't look like she hit it, but officials called, so.
5-10, Troy leading right now. Piakowski to serve. And a service error for them as they just strongly hit that one. Looked like they were almost aiming for the cameraman in the back there.
I know, poor cameraman. That's the third service error of the game. The first one from Troy, App State with 2.
Heidemann to serve now. Taking Butler. Set up. Butler will get it back. And a block attempt from Hutchins and Winterhall, but just too much. And I mean, we talked about it before the game, but Amaya Butler, definitely the key player for this team. And if you're Chad Sutton, might be worth taking a timeout after a few more points just to break momentum.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh!
And service error there from Sydney Austin.
Now ties for service errors. That went straight for the net. So 4 service errors altogether, 2 for each team.
Yeah, she just didn't look confident as that one left her hand. I think she knew where that one was headed.
Must have slipped out of her hand or something.
Yeah. Kiana Mackey now. Dig there from Troy. Mesa. Butler. And that one just had Kiana Mackey leaning, just unable to get to it in time. Great backspin on that ball, really, which is a shame given the score line, 12-7 now, Troy leading. App State definitely needs to get back on quickly because we've lost a lot of sets early and it just set us back.
Yeah. Really just need to sit down and, stand up and lock in.
And Heidemann, though, wins the long here. Hope for App State, that's one way to get back into things, and Winterhoff will get the right to serve now.
It's going to be a shame. They're going to miss her next year. That's for sure.
We're going to miss all of these seniors, but the new class of freshmen coming in look pretty good. No time for that now, though, as Winterhoff serves. And they'll say, hey, Marks' Payton got over the net there, and it'll be a point to App State.
We're slowly but surely catching up.
Yeah, can't spend the entire game playing catch-up, though. Eventually, you do have to just take the game by the horns. Off the serve there, Mason Dig. Long hit there. And they'll say it was too much power, got over the back line, and Calvillo will have an attacking error.
Is that our first attacking error of the game?
It's not our first, but definitely a rare occurrence so far. Winterhoff and serve. Dig from Mesa. Marks. Calvillo. Dig from DeForn. Morris, block, but back to App State. Heidemann. Morris, and that one just had Mesa leading. So reaching down to the floor there, but
Uh,
you were never going to get that ball.
no, that was a beautiful kill.
Yeah, you would need a shovel to dig that one. Winterhoff now to serve. 4-0 scoring run for App State. Marks. Butler ends that run just as we were talking about it with a gentle little tap over. Winterhoff being checked out, I believe, for either Keela Harding or Caroline Farthing. I can't tell. I believe it was Harding that just came in, though.
I believe so.
For to serve. That did just bit errant there from Allie Morris. Just too much angle. Perhaps we know Chad Sutton emphasizes the servant pass style, but just an errant pass there, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that was Hutchins that tried to like save the ball, but it just went straight for the media desk.
Heidemann. Speaking of Hutchins, she gets a strong after this. Addie Heidemann, who already has 7 now in this game after that one, and 860 on her season coming into this game. It is just mad.
Mm-hmm.
Hutchins now to serve for App State. 12-14 current score. Mark set. Well, that block doesn't get back over the net.
Yeah.
15-12, and while we have a timeout here, I know we mentioned Heidemann earlier, but 860 assists coming into this one. And she's only widening the gap between her and Contreras. Like, there is genuine potential for her to be 700 assists clean by the end of the year.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, she's at 860 assists. That's 626 assist difference to the next closest. And even if we're comparing it to Troy, that's a 454 difference from Jordan Sinus with 406 assists, which that's the most any player on Troy has. So Heidemann, I feel like she's kind of slept on. She's definitely, I know we talk about how she's a key player, but she's more than a key player. She's kind of a backbone of this team.
Yeah, and maybe it's a bit too early to ask this question, but do you think her jersey will be hanging next to Tracy Blankenship's?
I don't know if it will, but I think it should definitely be hanging up at some point here. She deserves it.
Yeah, you could definitely make that argument for, a handful of these current players. It's only a matter if it will happen. But of course, before they even think about that, they have to get through this game, being down 15-12 here in the first set. If you're just joining us, and it's JC Mesa for Troy to serve now. Troy standing mostly over the middle. App State shifted over to their left. Dig by form. Heidemann. Morris. Messa just hits that almost to the scoreboard. Marks. That one's blocked. Doug. That one gets over. Marks. Good rally going now. Heidemann. Morris. That one denied. They will say no hands got over the net. And the point will be given to Troy.
To me, it kind of looked like one of the players, I think number 7, hit the little pole, but non-official, so.
And a service error. We didn't see much out of that when Georgia State played. We didn't see that out of Marshall and Coastal in the previous games where App State went away. But we're seeing it now. They have 3 on the game. App State with 2. Morris serves now. And speaking of service errors, there's another one from Morris, bringing both teams to 3. Score is now 17-13.
Yeah, we have to stop playing catch up. We need to just start locking in, and it really is these service errors that get us.
Throw from Troy. And another service error. This one from Troy. These teams saying anything you can do, I can do worse.
Definitely, yeah. It's nice to see that it's not just an App State problem, though. That's for sure.
Perhaps becoming contagious and spreading around the Sun Belt like a disease. Mimi Davis to serve now. That one gets over the net. Barely tapped over by Troy, set by Heidemann. Long hit from Kiana Mackey, and they'll say that one is over the sideline, giving Troy the point.
Troy definitely knew that was their point. They started cheering before it was before it was called.
Yeah, perhaps some good IQ from them to let that one go. Dig gets back over the net. Mackey, little tap over. Set for Butler. One deflected at net by Winterhoff and Heidemann, just unable to divert it back though. And App State will take their first timeout here. Score is now 19-14, Troy leading. And I mean, we've seen this a lot, especially in the games we've covered, of App State just getting behind early. I mean, this is a team that is known for their comebacks. A lot of games going to 5 sets. And while the officials are reviewing that call, so it seems like Troy isn't out of the woods yet with that attempt by Bank. We will see what happens. Sorry, it's the Butler kill that's being challenged, I think.
Interesting. Again, that is one of their key players. She has the most kills for the team with 300. Well, it's not 388 anymore.
Yeah, I believe it was 388 coming in.
393 now? I'm not the best at math. I think it's 393.
Yeah. Not being great at math is precisely why both of us majored in broadcasting instead of what is it? Quantitative literacy, I think it is.
Yes. I don't know. I'm definitely not the person to ask. I'm a communications major for a reason.
Both of us are, but anyway, that challenge will cost App State their timeout, and it was not successful. The call will stand. Kiakowski to serve now. And a dig that goes into the open fire. A-game in camera person, Grace Ellen, originally scheduled to be on the broadcast before I was swapped in, but glad she didn't get hit there.
Me too. I'm glad for the camera as well.
Kiakowski to serve now. Davis. Heidemann. Winterhoff. Butler get that. And just smacks it straight into Winterhoff's left arm there and gets the kill. The run extends to 4-0 now. 21-14. App's sizably behind right now.
I'm shocked they're not closer because I feel like usually they're only like 3 to 4 points behind.
Well, hold that thought because we got a service error from Troy, ending that scoring run and just breaking that momentum instantly.
Hey, service errors. Troy's leading this time. It's not App State leading with 9 service errors.
Heidemann to serve now. Mesa. That was sent high for Butler. Dive and dig there from Davis. Heidemann. Mackey, and that one just doesn't get over the net. Perhaps got the side of her hand instead of, the palm there. Just a bit unlucky there.
That was a bit unlucky. I will say with Mimi Davis, that was a beautiful dig. How she just kind of like slid in and was able to save the ball.
Yeah, 22-15 now. Still here in the first set. Austin to serve. Dig from Davis. That one almost goes backwards. Mackey with the set. And now Morris is unable to get that one over the net. It's just slipping away here from App State as Chad Sutton understandably taking a timeout. Definitely frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with the form App State have had as of late. I mean, at some point, you got to find a way to pull back the momentum. Because they started this season really hot, if you recall.
I do recall, yes.
But looking at, mid-October coming in, from October 16th to November 1st, App State didn't have a single win, and that streak was finally broken during that Marshall series with that first game, the 3-0 sweep, and then the game on the 7th was a 1-3 set loss against Marshall. So it's just been a slide as of late that App State needs to dig themselves back out of it. I feel like I know exactly what you're going to say, but what's going to be the key for them to get out of this slide, really?
Well, definitely one. Maybe, I know before we were talking about too much power. Now it looks like they don't have enough power because they can't even get it over the net. It keeps going happen at least like twice in a row, as we just saw, where it keeps just getting pushed into the net instead of going over. I think maybe put a little more oomph. Maybe they realized they had too much power. So they've been trying to lessen it, and now it's not even going over. So we shall see.
Perfect balance and deal with both the attacking and servicing. Sydney Austin third for Troy, trying to close out this set now, 23-15. Dig gets that's over, and it was almost just an assist straight to the Troy player, and that's another thing that needs to stop for App State. 24-15. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen just an App State attack lead to a score.
Yeah, with that, it kind of just looked like all the App State players kind of froze and were maybe hoping it went out of bounds. I don't know.
Davis dig, Heineman. Winterhoff, too much power, and that gets Troy out of the set. App State going out with a whimper in this first set.
They need to find the good balance of not hitting the ball too hard, but not hitting it too soft either, and not just giving it to the Troy players.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't see Diggs like go back over the net a lot, but in this set alone, I think we saw it about 3 or 4 times. So we'll see if App State's able to take things back here in the second set. Obviously, a lot of time left. Final score of this set is 15-25, and we will be back after this. And welcome back for more Mountaineers volleyball. App State lost the first set 25-15. Detroit ended it with a 4-0 scoring run if you're just joining us. Just a myriad of attacking and service errors, really for both teams, but it was especially costly for App State with Troy's 1 attacking error to App State's 7. I mean, we've seen it a lot of games this season. App State just giving points away for free.
Yeah, that seems to be a reoccurring theme that happens. Today, it just looked like it either had too much power or not enough power in this first set. So I'm hoping maybe the second set they're able to kind of lock in and figure out a good medium in between that.
Yeah, with Luke Johnson, as I mentioned earlier in the game, outside, we're not going to be able to rely on her as an additional punch. Do you think we can score? I mean, we've seen a lot of Tequila Hardy so far. Do you think we can see more of Delaney Griffith?
Maybe. I think it's definitely a possibility that we can see more of her. I'd like to see more of her. I want to see what she has to offer for the team.
Yeah, obviously this Troy roster, I mean, majority of players actually 5'9" or taller. A lot of them over 6 foot. Their tallest being Sydney Austin, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, at 6'3". We'll have to see if App State has a game plan to deal with it here. And it looks like to open up this set, it'll be Kiakowski to serve. Well, McConnell and the Noir at Wisconsin. Try saying that one 3 times as fast, but regardless, Kiakowski to serve. And she will get the aces. Davis just unable to handle that one.
I believe that's our first ace of the game, right? Or
That's their third ace.
Third ace of the game.
Fourth, actually, I
Ooh.
believe. I could be wrong there. Kiakowski to serve once more. This one dunked by App State. Set by Heidemann. Hutchins with a good hit. Set by Troy. Gentle tap. Austin Davis unable to handle that one again.
Yeah, Davis tried to go for it, missed it, and then I believe it was Farthing or Ali Morris who tried to save it, but I mean at that point it was too late.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of Davis to struggle like this. Speaking of struggle, he got another service error for Troy. There's 6 of the game now. I mean, that could be the key for App State to try and get back into this one.
Maybe we can get some free points instead of us just giving away points.
Accurate serve. Dug there by Troy. Butler. Dug by Davis. Heidemann sets. Winterhoff gentle tap over and deceives everybody. Score is level at 2 here in the second set. 2's all the way around, as number 2 by Winterhoff was the one to get the kill.
Oh yeah, they're definitely looking better this set, but I mean it's still too early to say that in the game. But
Accurate the serve. Dug by, I believe, Abe Mesa. And that one just hit past Heidemann's right side there. 2-3 now for Troy in this set. I mean, I think the key so far has been Troy's hitting percentage, you know, in the match of 4-2-9. As they get a service error there, it leaves out Austin to bring the score level at 3. But App State's hitting percentage, a mere 6.7%, which is awful, really.
yeah, hoping we can kind of clean some of this up as we go.
Yeah, it's not something we're accustomed to seeing from this team as Mesa sets. And Butler just too much power to for the forward. Perhaps should let that one go.
Hmm.
Substitutions made as Winterhoff checked out, and I believe Bella Hutchins checked in now. I mean, it'll be Madison Martin, the center, standing 5'5", the freshman to serve. Got by Foreign, set for Heidemann. And Hutchins, too much strength there. Therefore, Betson to handle. This set remains close. We've seen plenty of ties in this one as Troy gets ahead by 1 and App State immediately pulls it back.
I'd like to see us maybe switch that and us get ahead.
Yeah, pull away a little bit as Mesa sets, perhaps a bit awkwardly. Before the dig, Heidemann. Morris. Dug there from Troy. And that one denied by both Butler and gave Addison Heidemann. I mean, we've talked about how key Heidemann can be. I mean, App State only has, you know, the regular season, the postseason left with her. So got to enjoy her while she's here.
Oh yeah, definitely slept on. Definitely a key player.
Clock sets. Butler taking after the injured Johnson with some of those blocks, perhaps even Dikembe Mutombo.
Yes, those were 2 beautiful blocks. I hope we get to see more of it.
Hutchins to serve once more. App State ahead, at 4-6 on a 3-0 run. Dug from Butler. Marks. Butler gentle tap over the form. Heidemann. Morris. Barely dug there. Marks. Strong hit, and that one's coming over towards us. Just unsuccessfully dug there. Side out for Troy. Substitutions being made as Butler coming off for Sarah Bates. For App State, Caroline Bartley coming on for Bella Hutchins here. Here we subbed in Bates to serve for Troy 5-6 here in the second set. And that one hit well over. That one might need some freaking flyer miles, joining some of the spikes we saw from Georgia State. Their 8th service error of the game now.
They're beating us in server errors this game. It's nice to see the change of us not beating in service errors.
Yeah, App State just needs to not beat themselves, really. That was set by Troy. Dick from Davis. Heidemann. Keanu Mackey with some strength there, nothing doing. Mark sets. Dug by Davis. Heidemann. And Hardy just denied right at the net. Perhaps should have tried to get a little more loft on that one rather than just power. 7-6, your current score.
Yeah, Hardy almost had that. I've been enjoying watching her play today. I think this is one of my first times watching her play.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of her this season, junior, but glad to see her outstanding 6 foot. Heidemann. And Mackey with a little deceptive hit over, nothing doing. And that one does not get over the net. Calvillo just unable to do anything with that one.
Yeah, it looked like it was maybe a couple like centimeters off from being able to go over the net, but she just didn't quite have that power.
It's Mimi Davis to serve now, the transfer from Mercer. 8-6, your current score. Dug by Troy, and that smacked it well over. I don't know if they were trying to take out someone in the crowd or score a point there. I mean, that had some steam behind it.
A lot of steam. We are actually winning this set 9-6 for the App State.
There's a service error.
Of course, as I say that.
There's been less of them, but Troy has 8 to App State's 4 now. But still giving a lot of points away as of right now.
Yeah, we cannot be giving away points like that. We need to keep them for us.
Calvillo with a strong hit. Morrison dig. Heidemann. Winterhoff. Deal with the overkill leader's ball. Side out for your Mountaineers. Score now 10-7.
This is definitely a nice change of pace from the last set. We lost the last set 12-25, I believe.
It was 15.
15-25. Okay, it wasn't that bad.
Heidemann serve now. Set up there. Davis dig that goes back over. Mesa. Wrong hook there from Sydney Austin. Just using her height to not even have to put much power behind it. She was just able to just direct that straight to the floor. Scores now 8-10. The assist from Jordan Sinnis there. Her 5th of the game. For the serve. And that one just steams straight to the App State 8 back line.
Another service error. 9th service error of the game from Troy. Beating us in service errors today.
Yeah. We've seen how much of a key that can be in games, so definitely going to be focusing on that. That's with an awkward serve. That one hits long and dig. I apologize, but ends up working out as a good assist there.
Yeah, Maddie Smith and I believe it was Winterhoff tried to kind of block that, but they didn't quite got it.
Form checks it now. Austin will serve. Form for Jake Heidemann. Thoughtful tap from Hutchins, nothing doing. Butler steams it over to Davis, but still dug. Heidemann. Morris. Dug by Troy. Set up once again for them. That one's set up nicely for App, and they just tap it over. Back to Troy. Butler. And that one almost hits the referee there in the corner.
That was a fun rally. That one went on for a while. Exciting to watch.
Yeah, have to wonder if Butler had a personal vendetta for an attacking error called earlier, perhaps.
I know. Definitely got to watch out for her power. That's for sure.
Yeah, D1 athlete's very strong and a strong one serving here in Winterhoff. That one did not. It's great this we were talking about. Allie Morrison and Akila Hardy was shown out here in the absence of Blue Johnson.
Yeah, Hardy is really stepping it up today. I think she's been doing a great job with all these blocks that she's been getting.
Yeah, 3 for her so far in this one as Winterhoff serves once more. That one's set high for Butler. Dug by the corn. Set by Heidemann. Hutchins. Bangs! Right to the ground. Start to get a little bit here. 14-9, your current score.
This is a much more exciting match. It seems to be a little more evenly set than the last set that we just watched.
Yeah, I have to hope that continues. That they're boy, that one theme, but deflected by Morris and Hardy, just unable to direct that one back.
Yeah, looks like Winterhoff tried to kind of save it, kind of dove for it, but I feel like at that point it was already too late. But you love to see the hustle.
Brooke Forkham got that kill and is checked back out, I believe, for Kiyakowski. Madison Marks serve now. Heidemann. And they'll say it was an App State player's error whose hand went over the net, which Chad Sutton not too sure about that.
These players are not too happy about this call. These App State players. Hardy she looks pretty confident that this didn't happen. Same with Heidemann.
Surprisingly, though, it will not be challenged.
I'm shocked about that. I thought it was going to be challenged.
That could come back to haunt App State. It's maybe up to 20 years, 15 to 11. Still, it looked like as they take a media timeout here. I mean, I want to go back to that. Like,
I would definitely challenge it if I was the coach.
yeah, I mean, you can't go back and challenge it now, but
Well, yeah.
it did look like a Troy player reached over to try and stop Heidemann from setting that.
Mhm.
Very interesting decision there, but I mean, I will say, like, going into, like, looking ahead to next season, just because we're late on here. I mean, you look at some of the like juniors, freshmen, and sophomores for App State. Who do you think's going to be the key going into next year?
Lou Johnson will be a key player, that's for sure. I would like to see more of Hardy playing next year. That would be nice. She will be a senior next year. She's a junior right now. Yeah, I want to see more of Lou Johnson's potential, and hopefully by then she'll be recovered. But yeah, I enjoy watching her play, so I'm gonna go with Lou Johnson.
Assuming no one transfers away, I'd say my two key players to watch would be for next season would be Delaney Gravengood and the center likely replace Addison Heidemann. I mean, we've seen her sub in a few times for her this season, and Maria Contreras, of course, the Mexican national team player. She's been good. Ed Contreras, 174 assists on her season. Looks like we're getting back underway here as Hutchins will serve. That one dug straight over to the scorer's table. The SID having to duck the cutter there. Glad she's going to be all right.
Yeah, looks like Kalina Cavello is trying to save it, but I think at that point it's a little too late.
Hutchins with the serve now. Dug straight out of bounds by Kiyakowski. I mean, that one got over the net. We've seen that from App State, but we haven't dug one out of bounds. And that would prompt Troy to immediately take a timeout here, which, I mean, with App State starting to grab the momentum, 17 to 11 here in the second set, if you're just joining us. I mean, it's been quite respectful here in the second set compared to that first one, which I feel like that's what App State needed, very much edge needed.
I agree. Maybe that first set was a bit of a wake-up call to tell them, hey, we really gotta lock in. This is the season's almost over. We can't just be giving away points like this. We need to really, especially on our home turf, we can't just like let that go. So it's nice to see us leading in the second set.
Yeah, I really feel like, that whole run could end up coming back to haunt App State if they don't win these next two against Troy. I mean, we'll just have to see what happens here. App State's on a 3-0 run right now in terms of scoring in this game. Looks like Hutchins will be going back to serve once more. Both teams breaking out of the timeout. Just a quick lineup check here for App State right now. It's Hutchins, Davis, DeForn, Heidemann, Morris, and Keelan Hardy. A bit of a stronger lineup. And in for Troy is Broadhead, Ed Calvillo, Kiyakowski, I believe Mesa, Butler, and also Madison Marks. We're back underway here. Mesa, Marks, Butler. I mean, we've seen Morrison and Hardy get a few blocks. They tried for another one there, but nothing doing.
Yeah, Heidemann tried to save that with a dig, but she didn't quite get it. I think it was a little too late.
Hardy checks back in. Butler checks out for Sarah Bates. Bates for Troy. And 23, Abe Betzel checks in for Troy as well. Duncan to form. Heidemann with her deceptive with his apple. Side out for App State. A good kill for Bell DeForn checking out for Kiana Mackey. I thought Tolentino was going to call that substitution back, but he will allow it to go through. App State going for a bit more of an offensive look here for that. Morris to serve. 18-12 here in the second set, just joining us. Walk back over to Troy. And a strong hit there. And they'll say it was Broadhead's point.
That's interesting. Yeah. Caroline Farthing, it looked like she was just going to let it go out of bounds. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds.
And Chad Sutton will challenge this one. Score will remain 18-13 if this challenge doesn't work out for them. But, I mean, yeah, I will say that was a fair and calm challenge, I feel. Because those ones right by the sideline are always borderline. And, you know, whether you're going to get the challenge to go your way or not, as a coach, sometimes it's just worth trying.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they should have done that with the last call that was against App State, but I'm glad that they did it for this one, for sure.
The call is overturned, so the challenge does work out. Tolentino and Chad Sutton are quite happy about it. All the coaching staff's quite happy about it for App State. Score now 19-12.
I'm glad they challenged that one.
Yeah, very much worthwhile. A bit of a gamble, but worth it here for Chad Sutton in tow. Allie Morris, the senior, to serve. Dug by Kiakowski. Dig straight back over to Troy. Marks. And then that block is too much as the handle on the front line. Troy trying to claw their way back into this set.
It's really anyone's set. I feel like we're not. It could really go either way because with volleyball, I feel like things can change very quickly.
Yeah, and we've seen that multiple times this season. It's Morris with the dig, Heidemann, Hardy, and they'll say, hey, Hardy hit the pole there. Intriguing, but, you know, I believe that was the right decision. I did see it move.
I saw it move as well.
Messing to serve. 19-14 current score. And this error looked like Heidemann already knew. She turned back before that ball even finished reaching the net.
Yeah, that was literally all net. It wasn't even close to getting over. So very service error heavy game for Troy today.
You know, in basketball, we say nothing but net. That's precisely what you want to avoid here. This Mark sets. Butler beams that one.
Chad Sutton is not happy about that. Oh.
Chad Sutton looking for the players' approval to challenge it here, and he will get their approval to challenge. I will say that is something I very much like about Chad Sutton. He trusts his team. Like,
that's true, yeah. I think the coaching staff and the players as a whole, I think they all work really well together. And it's nice to see. It's like a fun little family.
Yeah. Very functional one as well, as they have a 14-11 record on this season. Of course, only 5-9 in conference play. Best they can finish if they win both these next two games would be 7-9.
It's fun seeing how close all these girls are.
And it will work out yet again. The bench quite pumped up about it. Lou Johnson even on her feet for that one, which
whole team was excited about that.
You would think Lou Johnson was healthy for this game the way she was celebrating that.
Mm-hmm.
Davis serve now. 14-21 current score. That one lightly tapped over, but Davis sliding dig gently tapped over by Winterhoff. And it gets punished quite strongly by Calvillo, which, I mean, I do think that one just could have been hit with a little more power by Winterhoff.
Yeah, Mimi Davis tried to save that with a dig, but by that time the ball had already hit the ground.
Maya Butler with 10 kills in this game. And Calvillo get the last one. And speaking of Calvillo, she'll get the service error here.
Nothing but net, as we said before.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, no hoop to swish it into.
Mm-mm.
Bella Hutchins checking in for a farthing.
That's Troy's 20th service error of this game.
Their 12th correction. I believe you're looking at the set attempts.
Yes, I am.
Whitney Davis, Hutchins. Diving dig there, gently tap. Davis was set. Hutchins firmly denied by Sydney Austin, and I believe a Brooke Forkham as well. Two players standing over 6 foot, so definitely a little surprised. Surprising to see a bit of a shorter run out right now. 16-22 current score, Apple leading. Heidemann sets. And Winterhoff just had Betzel looking like a goalkeeper there rather than a volleyball player, unable to get to that one. 16-23, App State looking throws out a set. It'll be the Georgia State transfer, Kiana Mackey, to serve here. And a service error from App State.
Their 5th service error of this game. Not as bad.
Yeah, not nearly as bad as the Georgia State game, but still maybe a cause for concern. App State shifting to the right. Troy sitting in a T shape here in the middle. That's intriguing to see. Sydney Austin serves. That one ran over to us here. Allie Davis again. Allie Morris and Mimi Davis running straight over to us to get that ball.
I know.
And we're seeing Joseph without his hat today, which, I mean, we don't see that every day.
No, you definitely don't see that every day. Of course, he's out there playing with the crowd as he usually does. Always nice to see.
Yeah, he even has his popcorn, which, I mean, without his hat, I mean, you don't have that second bowl.
Yeah. I wonder if someone has his hat right now and he's just letting someone wear it. I've seen him do that before.
Yeah. I mean, I just haven't seen him with it tonight, so definitely very intriguing circumstances. If you're just joining us, it's 23-18 here in the second set. App State is leading here in the second set. Troy haven't got the first one. I mean, as you said earlier, the story has been the service errors, except not for App State this time.
It's always nice to see. I will say with App State, we did give away 5 points with that, so it's still giving away points. And who knows, maybe that could have helped us last set to maybe not lose as close as we did. But I think if we can just stop going for the net, we will be set.
25-15, Troy won that last set. Sydney Austin served once more. Then in 6-3 from Flowery Branch, Georgia, Buford High School. Doug Van Foren. And just an errant dig there, perhaps coming off the side of the wrist. Troy's starting to come back a little bit here.
They are. I would say it could still possibly be anyone's game just because volleyball moves so fast and you never really know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, that's half the excitement. It's Austin served once more. Van Foren. Heidemann. Just too much power there from Hutchins, too much loft as well as that one was just carrying all the way to the welcome to Boone side as well.
Yeah, we still need to figure out that nice medium between not too much power, but having enough power as well.
Yeah, perhaps toning back the strength needed here. And they'll say that one's an ace.
Mimi Davis looked, maybe she thought that was going to go out of bounds, so she didn't even bother going for it and looked confused when they made that call.
Yeah, we'll see a timeout instead of a challenge. Troy on a 5-0 scoring run now, just pulling this one back. Not what you want to see at all.
That's right. Yeah, they're only now 2 points behind us in this set, so it is anyone's set, I say.
That's their seventh, eighth ace of this game. And only two from App State. And I feel like service has been one of the weakest points of App State's game this season.
It definitely has. It's just something they need to maybe work on a little bit more in practice, and I think they would be set as a team. It's just us giving away points, and we can't do that whether we're doing well in a game or not. You can't just give away points.
Yeah, the highest service ace to serves is .33 for Kiana Mackey. And even she has 40 service errors to her 26 aces on the season for being the team's leader in aces this season. So definitely something to keep an eye on, in every single game.
Definitely.
Sydney Austin to serve once more for Troy. It feels like we've been saying that for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely has.
Austin to serve once more after that last ace. Dug by the form. Ivan runs back, get that one. Morris gentle tap over, and it deceives the entire front end pin. 24-21, set point for the Mountaineers.
We just need one more point to win. Hopefully we can get that.
And Troy seemingly panicking and taking a timeout here, which, that is precisely what you want to see if you're App State. Just panicking and trying to break any momentum that comes the moment it forms. 24-21. Obviously we know how crucial avoiding any attacking or service errors will be. But in terms of players for Troy, do you think they're still focusing on trying to stop Amaya Butler, or do you think they're going to be just trying to spread out the defense?
I feel like they're probably going to try to spread out the defense. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like it'll depend on their lineup and who's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they keep Sydney Austin out there, I feel like they're probably going to keep Vic spread out just to account for height. Because
yeah, she is like the #1 blocker for Troy, so she's also one to look out for.
Yeah, coming into this game, 51 blocks for her, and very tall player. So
yeah,
as we mentioned earlier, you can't teach height no matter how hard you try. So
no, but you can definitely use that height to your advantage, which she definitely does. So she's definitely one you want to look out for sure.
I'll break that serve. She'll be looking for an ace here, certainly. Let's check to Troy here. And that one over the back line. And Troy will make some substitutions here. 24-22. Seems like a platoon swap here for Troy. I just saw 3 or 4 lightning come in and out. They'll be the 5'5" freshman Madison Barnes to serve. Diving dig from DeForn. Heidemann. Hutchins. That won't end it. Butler. Just jumped with 10th from App State unable to handle it. 24-23. Still on tenterhooks here.
Yeah, it's definitely anyone's set, that's for sure.
Yeah, the prediction of this still being anyone's set was correct. Set from Morris. Hutchins gentle tap over. And they'll say another hand went over the net.
What? That's an interesting call for sure. If I was Chad, I would definitely challenge that, but it doesn't look like he's challenging it.
Yeah, 24-24 now. 7-1 score and run and for Troy here.
Got the crowd on their feet.
And it's further narrow. App State not out of the woods yet. Have to win the set by 2.
Yeah, that's Troy's 12th service error of this game. That's something that we've been seeing a lot from them. Usually it's from App State that we see it a lot, but no, we have half of what they have.
Hutchins to serve now, set point. Run by Mesa. Carla. Oh, out of the set. That's 24. And that'll level the set count at 1. What a play.
That was beautiful. I'm telling you, it really is about the blocking. That was amazing.
Yeah, that is precisely what the Mountaineers needed, as both teams will head into the locker rooms. And we will be back when we get ready for this third set. And welcome back. App State won that last set in a nail biter 26-24. We're now even at one set apiece. Both teams coming out of the locker rooms now. I mean, again, I feel like I know exactly what you're going to say, but what's the key for App State to, take this game from being close to an App State victory?
I think us giving away less points, we're doing better than Troy with that, considering how many service errors they have. They got 12 so far, as we have 6, but it's just not giving away points. That always helps, because we saw in the Georgia State game that can make or break. No matter how good you're playing, if you just give away points, that can make or break your win.
Yeah, coming into this set, Mile Butler just 1 kill away from 400 control. App State be looking to keep her off the board. She's the leading scorer for Troy by quite a lot. 11 kills to Next place 3.
Yeah, she has 399 kills for the season, including the ones that she's gotten today. So yeah, definitely gotta watch out for her. Gotta watch out for Sydney Austin as she's their number 1 blocker. Again, we talked about her height, 6'3". She is not someone to be overlooked. That's for sure. You can't miss her.
And speaking of milestones, Maya Winterhoff on track for 300 kills on her season, sitting at 296 right now with 6 in this game. Both teams coming back out onto the court. It's going to be Mackey, Hutchins, Hardy, Davis, Winterhoff, and I believe Heidemann as well. I'll back out for your Mountaineers. We'll have to see how Troy handles that lineup.
How have you been feeling about this senior night?
It's been fantastic. I mean, obviously the fans are going to get a ton of spectacle out of it. A lot of players' families trust me.
We have a great crowd tonight, that's for sure. I love seeing everyone getting up, dancing. Saw that a little bit earlier.
Sections 10 through 12, pretty good numbers tonight. But Heidemann to serve now to start this set. Dug by Troy. Butler with an awkward attempt on a kill there. Tried to just hit it up and he's hopping for, like, he really was hopping for pain. Like, it just didn't look right at all. But regardless, it's an App State point. An attacking error for Amaya Butler. Heinemann's strong serve there. Big gets over the net. Hutchins saved it. Davis hits it back over. Austin sends it straight back to Warriors. Now by Winterhoff. Rally still going. Sadly, it will not go App State's will get the kill to level things at 1.
Bella Hutchins tried to save that, but she didn't quite have it. That was a fun rally to watch, though. I love it when it goes back and forth, back and forth. Keeps the game really exciting and intriguing to watch.
Sydney Austin will serve now. A shift from App State. Back here with the dig. Hutchins ends tripping everyone, but they managed to recover. Dave's dig, Heidemann. Winterhoff, no deception there. That one smacks straight into the floor. 2-1 App State leads here in this third set.
Surprised no one from Troy tried to save that.
Yeah, they did make an attempt for it. 5 of them dove for it, but none of them got it. Mackey with the serve. Mess with the dig. That one hits strongly there by Forco. The second kill of the set. 2-2 right now in this set.
Yeah, Keona Mackey tried to save that. She didn't. She looked a little disappointed in herself for that, but that's okay. You can't get them all.
Mackey checked out, I believe, for Bella DeForn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Troy in there looks almost like they're going to line for lunch. What worked out for them, though, for all the jokes made, is Amaya Butler and Ella Broadhead were there to block that one.
That was a really nice block from Amaya Butler again. You gotta watch out for her.
Yeah, it's a strange formation from Troy, but it seems to be working for them.
Yeah, it's a weird setup they got. It's like a line, as you were saying earlier.
Speaking of Troy, Amaya Butler goes up for that one. That was just a little bit of miscommunication there from App State as Morse tried to hit it over, just didn't have enough power, so Winterhoff just took her medicine, as they say, and just hit it under, but
Yeah, that was kind of weird where the ball went.
dig from Davis, Heidemann. Morris, strong hit, messing with the dig. Butler. Morris with the save after the dig from Davis. Marks. Calvillo there, unable to get anything going. Davis the set. Morris. Good rally going here. Eric Troy will hit it. Davis sets. Hutchins. Dug by Mesa. Marks. Butler denied. That one was almost straight at my head as Hutchins and Winterhoff blocked that one.
That was a great block. That was also a little scary.
Yeah, I have to hope the electronics of the broadcasting table is going to be okay. They will say it's a point, though, for Troy, intriguingly. 5-2 current score. Or Steams that one, the run for Troy will continue a 5-0 now. Actually, no, they'll say it was inbounds. Very intriguing. Seems recalls go both teams' ways here. 5-3 your current score. Winner off the serve. Mesa. Calvillo gets dug there by App State. Morris with the hit over. Marks. Calvillo, try again, nothing doing. DeForn with the set. Morris dug there by Kiyakowski. And they'll say an App State player touched the net there, and Troy will get the point. I mean, just points being given away left, right, and center by both teams here.
Yeah, it looked like Hardy was trying to block that, but it didn't quite go her way.
Bates with the serve. Morris dig, hiding it. Davis showing shades of Lyle Richard off here. Sparks back over. That'll be a side out for your Mountaineers. Score is 6-4 here in the third set. Troy leading if it's just joining us. Hutchins now to serve. Troy shifted over to their right. Little awkward here for Troy, but they managed to get it over. Heidemann. Morris steams that one, but Troy able to handle it. Butler, that one hit off the net. Perhaps, Heidemann couldn't quite read the path on that one.
Yeah, maybe she was a little confused. Maybe thought that it was going to be some sort of service error. Not service error, attack error, but didn't quite go that way. So
App State shifted to the left here, messes the serve. And that'll be an aces. DeForn Davis unable to dig that one. Perhaps just miscommunication on who was going to get that one. It's kind of like baseball. You need to be willing to call off your other outfielder to make a catch, and it's kind of what we saw there.
Definitely, yeah. Communication is key. These girls are very close, so you would think they would have a little bit more communication on court.
Big glove communication. That one blocked and back over to Troy. Gives dig. Troy barely able to handle that one, but they get it back over. Farthing it to dig. Morris with a strong smack and just not able to get that one.
That was a beautiful kill. We had Mesa trying to save that, but she was a little too late for it. And overall, that was just a beautiful kill.
8-5 here in the third set. Troy ahead by 3. It'll be Allie Morris to serve now. The forward check back out for Kiana Mackey. Dug by Troy. Marks. Again, firmly denied, but they'll say hands went over the net again. 9-5 now. It'll be Calvillo to serve now for Troy. Crucial match here in the Sun Belt. That one dug by App State. Hardy had Heidemann running over the help, but neither able to get it.
Looked like it was maybe an awkward angle. That's okay. They're shaking it off.
Yeah, just need to work on their communication here. Or as you said earlier, Calvillo here to serve.
Another service error.
It might have been an ace for a moment, but that one barely over the back line.
That's their 13th service error from Troy this game in this third set.
And Troy will challenge it here. Score will be 10-6 if the call stands.
It looked out to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very, very close call, so I can't fault them for at least taking the gamble. Perhaps stealing a few pages out of Chad Sutton's handbook, though. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
When all the referees are having to look at this one, as you can see on this, as we can see on the scoreboard, very close. Referees have to watch this back again and again.
To me, that looked out, but it's like literally right on the line, so it could honestly go either way.
Referees communicating their decisions to the scores now. And they will say it's an ace for Calvillo, I believe. It's an ace for Calvillo. Scores now 11-5. So we're pulling away in this set once again. Seems like the odd number set's just not kind to App State.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we just definitely for this set, at least more communication, and I think that's what's really been messing us up in this third set.
And another jerk goes over the net, just set straight back to Troy to hit as hard as they can. And they're on a 4-0 scoring run now, 12-5.
Again, this could be anyone's set as we've seen previously.
Calvillo serve again. And Eric did go from Davis. If the chat's, I was about to ask how soon is it until chat set takes a timeout, but perhaps he read my mind. I definitely think it's a necessary one just to try and break the momentum with Troy now ahead by 8.
Definitely, yeah, and they've just been getting like point after point this set. I think it's definitely time for a timeout, so I think he did a good call on that.
Yeah, the last 3 points for Troy, 2 of them were aces, and the only one that wasn't was a kill by Kiakowski. And Amaya Butler has crossed 400 kills now on her season, sitting at 403 now. Winterhoff just is 3 shy of 300. But I mean, with this 5-0 run now by Troy, I mean, App just really needs anything, really, just to try and pull back the momentum, even if it's just an error by Troy.
Do you think maybe just how big Troy's team is, they kind of have an advantage with having more players?
Yeah, and I am surprised to not see a more Raven Good or Contreras for that matter just because of that. I mean, App State is not a small team by any means. A lot of them over or 5'7". Very few are under that. I think just DeForm and Davis perhaps, but I mean, it's just a physical mismatch, really.
I agree.
2 very skilled teams, but as we've said multiple times throughout the broadcast, you can't teach height.
Mm-hmm.
Calvillo to serve once more. That one hit with way too much power, trying to replicate formations there, just unable to do it.
That's their 13th service error of this game, for real this time.
That'll keep them at 13 points and stop their 5-0 run. Scores now 13-6 here in the third set. If you're just joining us, both teams tied with 1 set. Davis serve. Welcome denied. That one barely hit back over by Troy. Winterhoff barely tips it back over. And it looked like that was Sinis unable to get that one. Losing my voice a little bit here from the excitement. 7-13 now for App State.
Yeah, that's our second point in a row, which is great to see. We love to see it.
Yeah, very much needed. Get back into this one. More's going to be needed. Sinis sets. Heineman set now. Mackey. And that one just way too much power over to that right sideline for Troy. I mean, we've seen a lot of better quality challenge, but I don't think that one was in doubt.
Right.
Kiakowski to serve now. Diving being set there from Heineman. Winterhoff barely taps over. Dig. Yep, awkward rally going on here. A lot of players having to backpedal to make plays. Dig from Winterhoff. Mackey strongly hits over. Dig over the sideline and finally ends that rally. Both teams just being shocked by the deflections from the looks of it.
Yeah, Mimi Davis let that go, which was a good call from her.
Yeah, very high IQ player. Part of why Chad Sutton made her his libero. Only libero we've seen this season, if I'm not mistaken. Set by Sinis. Borkum, well over App State's left sideline. And App State starting to build up some momentum here.
Yeah, I definitely think Troy is just giving away points right now, which for us we like to see.
Yeah, not quite Christmas, but already giving out presents from the looks of it. Sinis with the set. And Butler just hammering that one home. App State A player did try to dig that one, just unable to get it. 15-9 current score.
Poor official almost got ran over. Almost got hit by the ball, then almost got ran over.
Yeah, almost a double whammy for the official there. Sydney Austin served now for Troy. That one just allowed to go over the back line. Davis doing a good job of not going after that one.
14th service error from Troy this game.
Scores now 10-15. App State only down by 5 now. Accurate serve. Sinis. Forkham. Who's surprised me here? Her 5th kill of the game, Brooke Forkham. Bell DeForn checked in for Kiana Mackey. Perhaps trying to keep a more defensive look and keep Troy from expanding their lead. And it looks like Troy also going to a defensive look. So interesting chess match going on here between the two coaches, between Josh Lauer and also Chad Sutton as well. Davis dig, Heidemann. Touching Butler, and I believe that was Ella Broadhead. We've seen a lot of her as well today.
That was a beautiful block.
Yeah, 2 of the tallest players they have, other than Sydney Austin, rising up for that one. By contrast, one of the shortest to get an ace here, Morris unable to dig that one. They'll force App State to take their second time out of the set, 10-18, in Troy ahead. I mean, it's just State just have been unable to handle the variance in Troy's attack. I mean, we talked a lot about Amaya Butler, but really there's not many players on their roster that don't have a kill for this game already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this team, they seem to be also pretty close. They definitely work well together. They got an interesting formation as we've seen where they just kind of stand in a line almost, and maybe that's tripping App State up. I don't know. I've never seen that before at a game.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is Troy has 2 players over 10 assists, Sinis with 10 and Madison Marks with 14. They have 5 players with assists overall. Meanwhile, the only player with assists at all for App State is Addie Heidemann. Do you think the reliance on Heidemann's been part of what's maybe caused App State to have a little bit of a slide here?
I wouldn't be shocked. That could definitely be a part of it. And they can't be relying on her too much. She's leaving after this year, so I mean, they got to figure that out. They need to learn how to also assist each other without having to rely on Heidemann.
Yeah, 779 assists. 879 assists now for Addie Heidemann. She has so many I can barely process now.
We never claimed to be good at math.
Speaking of Heidemann, she sets and she almost gets another assist there, but denied. Hutchins, you try again. Dug by Troy. Jake from Davis there. That one heads straight over to us. Glad you're okay, Marguerite.
Thank you.
And it'll be a point for Troy. Now 19-10. Low set from Hutchins, barely hit over by Morris. Marks. That one perfectly placed on the corner there, and Troy's good run continues, fueled by Amaya Butler.
Yeah, Bella DeForn did not look too happy about that.
Yeah, was the correct call from the official. That one definitely was inbounds.
Definitely.
With maybe about 6 inches to spare there. Heidemann sets. Winterhoff taps it over. Marks. Firmly denied Troy, but they'll get it back. And they'll capitalize on it. Just mistake after mistake for App State right now in all facets of the game, which very, very worrying right now, given how crucial this game is. 21-10, no timeouts left here in this third set. Morris with the dig. Heidemann Hutchins jugged by Troy, but we'll get it again, and we'll get another kill as another failed block from App State. Almost sounded like a broken record here.
Yeah.
Troy's starting to run away with this set, 22-10.
Heidemann tried to go for that, but I mean, at that point, she couldn't quite get that slide in enough.
Yeah, nothing she could really do about that when this marks the serve for Troy. And a service error. Perhaps the App State needs to start trying to get back into this set. 22-11 now. Troy's, I believe, 15th service error of the game.
That's right, yeah. 15th service error of the game. Hey, we haven't had one for a while. We only have 6. Now I say that, and it may happen, but we shall see. That's wrong.
To avoid some commentators' curse there is Essa Diggs. Well, firmly denied by Allie Morris and Akila Hardy. And it looks like that might be what we see going forward from App State for the rest of the season with Lou Johnson injured.
Hardy's been doing a great job blocking and kind of taking over that for Lou Johnson.
Yeah, very defensive player and specializing so far. Mark sets. Calvillo hits that well over, but they'll say it's a point because an App State player touched it.
That's an interesting call.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see too well if a player got that one. The referee's post ironically blocking in my view there, but I do trust the referee's decision. 23-11 now. 23-12, my mistake. And a dig goes out of bounds for App State. Things just going bad to worse on the defensive end. This could be an even uglier set than the first one.
Yeah, right now score is 12-24 in favor of Troy.
Bates with the serve and giving App State a bit to improve with another service error, but App State really just needs to bring their defense up to scratch if they're going to get through this set.
I agree. A lot of their points this game aren't even from them. They're from like service errors and attack errors from the other team.
Hutchins now to serve. Dug by Mesa. Marks. And they'll say an App State player touched it, and that will end the set, barring a challenge, and there will not be one. This set, I mean, it's just the sets that App State has lost this game have been just brutal, which is something we're not used to seeing. Like,
there's not a lot of communication going on the court, so that could be playing a role in it. I don't know. I mean, they don't have Lou Johnson right now, and we can see that maybe that's hindering them a little bit.
Yeah, perhaps so. Final score of that set was 25-12. But we'll be back with more Mountaineers volleyball after this. We've welcomed you back for more volleyball here in the high country. App State down after being demolished in that last set, 25-12. And I mean, there's no two ways about it. It was just not close. And that's very worrying if you're App State, because the first set went that way as well.
Yeah, I will say a lot of the points that we did get the last set was from service errors from the other team, service errors and attack errors. So, I mean, it is kind of worrying how many points we actually put up the last set.
Yeah, I mean, we just didn't see much out of App State's offense or defense, which very uncharacteristic of this team. We know how good they can be, and they've shown it at points, but just perhaps hitting a cold stretch here late in the season, which that is precisely what you don't want.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know, I'm kind of shocked it's senior night. You would think the seniors would maybe be wanting to go all out, but maybe they're a little psyched out right now, and that's okay. But we want to finish out strong, and I'd like to see them finish out strong.
Yeah, I think even if App State do get the win here, I'm still concerned going into that next game against Troy because, I mean, you can't be demolished like that and have two 10-point deficits in 2 sets. That just can't happen. I don't like, regardless of who they play, that just can't happen.
Yeah, it is a little concerning. Um, but we shall see how this next set goes.
Willis Kienkowski will get us underway. Mountaineers shifting to the left. High dig from David from Mackie, sorry. And she did the kill here. First time aim on the court, first kill in the game. So very good for her to start off this set with the point.
Yeah, that was a beautiful block. Maybe they should have put her in sooner.
Yeah, with the height discrepancy between these two teams, I'll definitely agree with that. We get a service error from Kiana Mackey. She gets checked out here for Belvedere.
That's App State's 7th service error of this game.
Do you feel like App State are going to defensive lineups too often?
That might be it, yeah. Do you?
Perhaps so. Davis with the dig. Raven good. Two straight plays, 2 straight kills for the redshirt sophomore standing 6'2" from South Holland, Illinois. Very, very impactful plays so far from Delaney Gravengood.
It's exciting to see her play.
Davis with the serve. Mess with the dig. Set up high by Sinis. Butler. Well overhit. I know I talked about some of the Georgia State 8 spikes needing frequent flyer miles. That one might be flying in premium class.
Yeah, that was just a lot of power behind that ball.
Yeah, a little worried that she might have delayed the ball with how hard she hit it. But regardless,
Can't have Tom Brady out here.
it'll be Madison Marks to serve now. 2-2 the current score. It's 50 cup to Whitlock. There's another assist from Winterhoff. Not an assist from Winterhoff, sorry, an assist from Addison Heidemann. 23rd for her on the game. Still the only App State player with an assist.
Yeah, that's no shock coming from Heidemann. Madison Marks tried to stop that, but it looks like maybe it slipped out of her fingers.
Davis this with the dig. Winterhoff. And they'll say that one's went over that left sideline there for Troy. Looked like she was just trying to place it on the sideline like we've seen a lot from Amaya Butler, but just unable to do so though.
Yeah, that makes our score 3-3. We are tied.
Base serve now. As it shift to the left as before to get the dig. Set up high by Farthing. Morse tries to hit that one, nothing doing. Mess with the set. Kwiatkowski dig goes straight back over, and it's replied in time by Ella Broadhead. I mean, I think that's another key thing that's been killing App State in this game. All these digs just going straight back up for Troy to punish.
Yeah, I agree. Something they gotta look out for.
Yeah, when digging with the shovel, you can't fling dirt at the house. Hiding with the set. Morris, nothing doing. Mess with the set. Kwiatkowski, they'll say an App State player touched it. 4-3, your current 5-3, my apology, is on your current score. I mean, just again, just a worrying set of defensive plays from App State here. Bates to serve once more. DeForn manages to get that one back over, and Davis hits it over the net. Marks Firmly denied by Winterhoff. I'm surprised we didn't see the finger wag come out there to say not in my house.
Yeah,
5 your current score. App State keeping it close here in this fourth set.
that's Winterhoff's 9th kill of the game. Definitely one of our key scorers of this team.
Morris with the serve. Mark sets. Good from Farling. Tied him up. Mackey hits it strongly up.
That was a beautiful kill from Mackey.
Score is now tied at 5. It'll be Allie Morris to serve once more for App State. And a service error there. We've seen that a lot this season. Less so in this game. Troy committing 50% more service errors than App State in this game. 16 to App State's 8. And we'll hope for another service error from Troy as Mesa to serve. Doug Bunt form. Hard my mistake. Mackey will they'll say hey, it was a block that went out of bounds for Troy.
That's her 2nd kill in a row, with her 4th kill of this game.
Off the serve. Score tied at 6, just joining us. Goodness. Marguerite had to dodge like a jab was coming in there. Troy will get the point after a block got ahead. Great force yet again. Kalina Alvira to serve now for Troy. Way too much power. I mean, that's going, quite possibly, I want to say 90 miles an hour, but we don't have a radar gun to verify, but.
It went pretty fast. That was a very, very powerful hit.
Yeah, very fast, straight over the back line. Davis didn't even have to think about it. Heidemann to serve now for App State. Score tied at 7. Troy leads 2-1. Serves up. Messes the dig. Senes. Borkham gets yet another kill as yet another block. Is unable to be handled by App State. 8-7 your current score. Kiyakowski to serve now. And a service error there with Troy. This game tied, paid 8-8 now.
Nothing but net. That's their 18th service error of this game from Troy.
Yeah, nothing split between these two sides here in the fourth set. Senes. High dig from Mackey goes straight back over. Senes. Borkham tries again. Davis with the save after a Heidman dig. Hardy hits that one back over. Borkham will try again. Davis with another dig, set by Heidman. Allie Morris, good rally going as Mesa will set. Dig again from App State. Raven good. Still going as Senes will hit that one up. Barely hit over by Mesa. Davis with the dig. Raven good with the smack. Still going as Kiyakowski with the dig. Senes, Butler, and practically a block going Eric for App State. We've seen that a lot today. Quite unfortunate there because they've been getting into good positions, just unable to divert it back. 8-9 your current score after a very, very long rally.
Yeah, I like the longer rallies. I think they're a lot more fun to watch. But it probably gets trickier as you're playing and the longer it keeps going.
Yeah. Definitely true on all accounts as Austin to serve for Troy. Hardy just in the way of the Thorns dig there. Just miscommunication killing App State there. 8-10 now.
Yeah, we've been talking about their communication this game, and it just looks like they haven't really been talking to each other.
Yeah, you need to get back to that communication as App State shifts over to the right. Kiana Mackey checking in for Bella DeForn. Austin to serve once more. Jake from Davis. Heidemann. Morris just hits that one hard, but too much power. As we said earlier, I know it's the holiday season, but you can't be giving away presents just yet.
Not yet. We still need to find that good medium ground where we're not too powerful, but also powerful enough to get it over.
Austin with the serpents, Nolan Davis the dig once more. Heidemann the set once more. Butler sets that one. Borkham unable to do anything with it. Graven Good gently taps that over. Boy barely gets it back over. Mackey with the dig. Pointing with the hit. So things, but it works out beautifully for App State. Score is now 9-11. App State holding on here in this fourth set. And crucially so, because if Troy wins this one, it's over.
Yeah, that's Hardy's third kill of the game. She's been doing really well this game.
Sentence with the set. Butler.
Mm.
Perhaps need to get two hands on that dig, Addison Heidemann.
Mimi Davis tried to save that, but looks like it maybe just bounced off her arm weird. She didn't have quite a good angle for it.
I believe that's Maya Butler's her 20th kill of the game, bringing her up to 408 on her season now. Madison marks to serve for Troy. Morris, Heidemann. And a gentle tap over. Troy player hit the pole there. The point will be awarded to App State on a side out. 12-10 the current score now. Will be Graven Good to serve.
I'm excited to see what Graven Good's gonna keep bringing, as she's been doing really well this set.
That's with the dig. Marks. Barely hit out by Calvillo. And that gets punished in time by Winterhall. Right behind to Winterhall, as we've seen all season long.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Of course, you never want to overlook Heidemann, her and her assists. It's just, you love to see it.
She's the engine that keeps this team running as Graven Good will serve once more. And she will get the haste. Fantastic continues. Brent trying to tell Chad Sutton to play more.
Perhaps they should have been playing her these past two sets as well.
The bench very much celebrating that ace, as she'll get the serve once more. Mess with the dig. Marks. Butler. Too much for Davis to handle. And Troy will take the lead back 12-13.
That went straight to some people in the crowd.
Yeah, no souvenirs. Those balls have to be returned back to the Athletic Center. Holmes Convocation Center, my mistake. Caroline Farthing checks in for Delaney Graven Good. Allie Morris, big diving set by Heidemann, manages to get it off. Marks. Calvillo missed that holding the sideline. Heidemann was already celebrating before that one even touched down.
Yeah, Mimi Davis is going to go for that. Saw it was going to go out of bounds and kind of just stayed in her place and let it go out.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot from Davis today. Sometimes to her benefit, sometimes not. Scores tied at 13 with Allie Morris to serve. That's a dig. Marks. Calvillo. Morris at the dig. Mackey will just tap this one over. Mess with the set. Piakowski. Davis. Heidemann sets. Dig there from Mesa. Marks. Denied and at the line there, Piakowski. Piakowski will try again.
What an exciting rally that was.
And they'll say, I believe that one hit the net there, or the pole perhaps. They will give App State the point there, and App State will take the lead for the first time in this set, I believe, 14-13.
We love to see it.
We need to see more of it. Allie Morris serves. Marks. Calvillo. Winterhoff just hits that one over to try and get it away. Marks. And that goes right into the crowd from Mimi Davis. There's too much power to handle. I believe that was Ella Broadhead, if I'm not mistaken, as she gets checked out. I believe that's Sydney Austin coming in for it. And it's JC Mesa to serve now. Good from App State. Heidemann. Winterhall. And there's no chance that one is Butler. Straight over to the breakdown city. 15-14.
Butler tried to save that, and she dove literally all the way until the very end of the court. Didn't quite get it though.
Yeah, looked almost like she was sliding into second base there.
Yeah.
Perhaps trying to steal a base instead of save the ball there. But scores 15-14 now. App State leading. And key for App State to really get a hold back in this game.
I mean, I think Graven Good has been doing a great job. Maybe they should have been playing her like the whole game. She got, I believe it was the first 2 points for App State for the third set, and she's just been really killing it. And looks like maybe their communication is getting better as the set went on, which is always good to see.
Yeah, I mean, she had an ace and a dig as well. Really just doing it all for App State. And I mean, we mentioned it earlier with the height mismatch that some of these players from Troy have against App State. So Raven Goods, I feel like a necessary counter when they bring in their taller players like Austin or Broadhead. But we'll have to see what Ed Sutton adopts as his strategy here to continue into this fourth set. Obviously, very crucial with Troy already ahead by one set. 2 sets taken, though, App State's 1. Maybe a timeout means both teams still have both their timeouts heading into really the midpoint of this set. So should be interesting to see the strategy with Josh Lauer of Troy and Chad Sutton of App State. Winterhoff to serve now for App State. App State trying out the line formation from the looks of it with one player out to the right. And a service error from App State just barely over the back line.
That's our 9th service error of this game. We cannot just be giving points out like that. We are definitely getting better at not doing that, though.
Calvio to serve now. Jumping serve once more. Davis to the high dig. Potaman. Firmly backs that one into the ground like that man assaulted her or something.
Yeah, that was a beautiful kill.
Yeah, that ball perhaps hit the center angle. 16-15, your current score now. App State leading. As you said, that one was just beautiful from Mackey.
Yep, Mackey's 6th kill of this game.
App State with everyone in a line with Farthing, with Morris out to the left. Heidemann to serve. Jake from Mesa. Sinis. Firmly denied, but they'll say hands went over the net. I believe they will say Mackey's hands went over the net there. And that ties things up at 16. You can't fault the effort there, though, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just need to be careful about the hand placement as Ravengood checks back in.
We cannot be sloppy.
But speaking of sloppy, Kwiatkowski with a surface error. Perhaps a little scared of Ravengood coming back into the game.
Maybe, yes. Their 19th service error of this game from Troy. Beating us in service errors this game.
We've 19 service errors to App State's 9. Yeah, Mackey with that serve. Butler hits that one strongly for the 22nd kill of the game. Kiana Mackey just unable to handle that one. I mean, we've seen her make a lot of digs this game.
We have, yeah. It's really exciting to see.
Yeah, definitely more of an offensive player making some defensive plays. Obviously, volleyball, almost a positionless game if you want to look at it that way. Mackey with the dig. Davis the set. Ravengood gently taps that one over. Troy able to handle it though. Heidemann, Ravengood. Troy with the set. Butler. That one hit back over by Morris. Austin, Sinis. And Butler denied. We'll check out here for Ravengood, but fantastic play there.
Yeah, that was an exciting rally. I mean, you love to see it.
Yeah, you talked about Ravengood's impact earlier in this game. So far in this fourth set, she shined. Coming up when it matters most is Sinis with the set. Butler, Davis the dig, Heidemann the save. Mackey would just hit that one over. Dick for Troy. giving them a taste of their own medicine. 19-17 and forcing Troy to take a timeout. What a play!
That was a beautiful play, as you were saying. It seems like the girls are getting, well, the Mountaineers are getting a little more confident as this set is going on. And yeah, hopefully they keep up this pace. They keep up this pace. They could win this next match, and we could be going into a fifth set.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard the fans' approval. They were quite loudly cheering for that play. I mean, I think that's going to be another key for App State, just going to need the backing of the fans here in the Holmes Convocation Center.
Yeah, we have a great turnout for a volleyball game today. There's a lot of people in the crowd. You love to see it. Again, it is senior night. There's probably a lot of families here tonight to watch the seniors. And maybe that's just helping them motivate them to get through this game and to really come out on top.
Yeah, sections 10 through 12 are usually the main sections where you'll see people sitting for volleyball. Obviously, the game very much centered on the middle of the court. Because it's the basketball court, usually covered by the volleyball court whenever a volleyball game is occurring. But no time to focus on the semantics of the court as Mimi Davis serve now. So we're getting ready to break out the timeout here. What's that? Here, dug by Butler. They're able to handle that one from Butler. Really surprising hit there. Look, that one just rolled over the head. They won't give it to her because she was out of bounds when she hit it.
Yeah, this is some really interesting stuff that we are seeing here tonight, for sure.
Yeah, very inventive. Just unfortunate for that one to not go her way. It'll be Madison Marks to serve for Troy. Scores 19-18. App State leading here in the fourth set. If you're just joining us, Matthew the dig, Heidemann, Winterhoff, mess with the dig, Marks, Butler with some steam on it. Matthew hit this one back over, and Davis get that one over the net. Marks, Butler have to try again. He took credit straight through Heidemann's legs. You don't see a nutmeg in volleyball every day, but you get one there. The score's now tied at 19.
Yeah, there's no way that Farthing could have saved that. It literally went for the bottom half of her body.
Yeah, Heidemann just unable to handle that one. Matthew at the dig. Heidemann. More soft little tap over. Almost deceived everyone, but they get it. Winterhoff the dig. Heidemann. Dig goes straight back over to App State. That one set by Davis. Morris. Another dig punch by App. 19. App State leading.
That's a beautiful kill from Morris. 7th kill of the game. She's actually just trailing behind Maya Winterhoff for most kills for the Mountaineers this game.
8th kill of the game for Morris. And Paldeo will get a kill here. Davis can get that one. And, you know, I think like something that's not talked about enough is the durability of volleyball players diving on the floor constantly. That's gotta hurt.
Oh yeah, they definitely have like knees of steel. I'd be out.
Arms and elbows of steel as well, I feel. Butler the jumping forward, and that's one way to get your ace is Kiana Mackey unable to handle that one.
Looks like she didn't have the room for it and she went for it, and then quickly after she did, it kind of just rolled on the ground and she shook her head like, no way.
Yeah, perhaps just misjudged the ball's flight there. Troy ahead at 21-20. And I mean, this is a very crucial stretch here for the Mountaineers. I mean, you're only down one. You're still down one set because, I mean, if Troy take this one, it's over. And you pick up the 10th conference loss of the season, which is not what you want at all.
Especially at home, and we play them tomorrow. They can't afford to lose this, really. They're one behind right now, one set behind. They lose this set, the game is over. They need to communicate. They have to lock in, and they just need to play to their strengths.
Yeah, I mean, we know this team's strengths very much in some of the offensive talents. Of course, with Drew Johnson out, that's going to mean more reliance on Winterhoff, more reliance on Raven Good, Mackey, Harding, and all these other offensive talents that you have. But I mean, I really think you just got to keep Troy off the board here. With this being the first game of a 2-game series, of course, with the second one and being 2 p.m. on Saturday, which Drake Blake and Blaine Williams be covered right here on 90.5 WASU YouTube. You need that momentum, and that's what both teams are going to be looking for here in this fourth set.
Absolutely.
I've gotten the ace on the previous player, Maya Butler, to serve once more. And she'll get the service area here. Both ends at the extreme.
Very,
Score is now tied at 21.
very service error heavy game for Troy. As this is their 20th service error of this game, which is new for us because I feel like we're usually leading and the Mountaineers are behind this time.
And that serve barely gets over the net. It'll be intended for Allie Forrest. That one just tricked everyone. They weren't expecting it to come at such a low angle. Allie Morris will get the ball back to serve once more. App ahead by 1, 22-21. That serves up. Mesa. Mark sets. Dig from Morris. Heidemann. Back to denied. But that one will go well. To moment table. That could be what App State needs to try and finish out on a set. It's Troy State timeout and try and break the momentum. 23-21. I mean, we mentioned it. Just keeping Troy off the board was the key. And we'll have to see if that continues. Troy now with no timeouts here in this set, and the Mountaineers still with 1.
Again, this is still anyone's set. Troy's only 2 behind the Mountaineers, and I mean, with how this game is going, it could easily flip-flop, but you never know. We just have to wait and see.
Rio scoring run now for App State. I mean, it's just been exactly what we'd expect out of this App State team, playing to their strengths, as you mentioned. And really deceptive serve from Allie Morris there. I just want to go back to that play. I mean, you don't see that every single day. Like, that means that every single year. That was just one of those serves that, maybe not how she drew it up, but it ended up working out for her.
Yeah, definitely. I think if we can just still play to our strengths, be a little deceptive as we have been, I think it'll all come together in the end.
4 players over 6 foot now out for Troy. Very much trying to lean into their offensive strengths here. Serves up. First with his set. Set by Contreras, who's checked in for a set point.
You love to see it playing into their strengths. They just need to keep this up for one more point, and we could be going into a 5th set.
Yeah, the 5th set's where App State usually shines. Is Morris with the serve, Mesa. Morris with the set. And they'll say, hey, hands went over the net there. App State not out of the woods just yet, 24-22. They'll award the point to Calvillo. They'll be messing the serve the libero for Troy. No jump from messing the serve this one.
Oh,
Work out. The sheep will get the ace. Caroline Farthing tried to dig that one, just unable to do so. Making App sweat out this 4th set. So they try and close out the game. App State trying to close out the set meanwhile and keep this game alive.
it's definitely anyone's game still.
That one barely gets over the net. Mackie will just have to hit that one over, and she does. Marks. Boom, but Davis will dig. Morris. Marks with the dig. Mesa. Here in this 4th set. 25-23, the final score of this set. And I mean, we talked about the defense having to improve, and it seemed like it did here Do you think that is the key?
I think that was definitely the key. They started playing to their strengths. They started communicating more, started playing into their defense, and overall, I think it's just really overall helped their performance. I think adding Graven Good into the set definitely helped them for sure. And I think keep her in the game, put her in the fifth set, and maybe that will be the key to winning. You don't have Lou Johnson, and it kind of showed in a couple of the sets, but this set you wouldn't really be able to tell.
Blue Johnson's still a very crucial player earlier. As we said earlier in the broadcast, we hope for her swift recovery. But we'll be back with more Mountaineer volleyball in the fifth set that we always seem to head to right here on 9.5 WASU YouTube. And welcome back to more volleyball here in the high country. We are headed to a fifth set. This game has been very exciting so far. The two sets App State lost, both in the odd number sets, oddly, 25-15 and 25-13, respectfully. And then the even number sets App State took, 24-26 and then 23-25. It's been a very, very eventful game so far here on senior night. You're just joining us. I'm Michael Santiago here with Marguerite Huckabee. I mean, what do you think is going to be the key for App State to close out this win and break the one-game losing streak they've had?
I think not giving away points. Hopefully, as we've seen, Troy's had plenty of service errors, so hopefully them giving us some points. Playing into our defense, putting Graven Good in there. She did great the last set, and I think she was definitely a key player in the fourth set that they played. And communication. Communication is always key. We've seen how in the odd number sets where they didn't really, I think it was the third set, they did not have the best communication. You saw it throughout the whole game. And then this fourth set, they kind of had better communication, kind of talked to each other more. And I think that will really help them be better in this fifth set.
Yeah, let's hope App State breaks the trend of losing odd sets is here in this fifth set's where it matters most. Impediment to serve to open up this set. Troy shifting over to their right.
We've got the line formation going again. I wonder what the strategy here is with this line formation.
This last set going to 15 points as we're underway here. Butler manages to deceive everyone. We've seen a lot of powerful hits from her, and that one just lightly tapped over, taking Paige out of Maya Winterhoff's book this perhaps.
Heidemann tried to save that, but I think she was just a little too late getting to the ball.
Yeah. Perhaps expect some power as well, as Sydney Austin served for Troy. Been a while since we called her name. Dig. Marty looking a bit of an awkward set, but Mackey manages to get it over. Sinus. Fortham will get the kill there. They'll say it barely cuts off an App State hand. 2-0 to start this last set here for Troy.
I believe it slightly went off of Allie Morris's hand.
Yeah, ranging to believe her right, unable to get it. Breaking Davis, Hyman. And a gentle tap over. A little bit of a guess for that one. And Shields immediately walked back to go serve now.
That's Mackie's 8th kill of this game. She's had her moments in this game, and it's been really nice to see, especially here on senior night.
Yeah, definitely one of her better performances this season, despite the low kill numbers. Perhaps I jinxed her a little bit there. She picks up a service error.
Upstate's 10th service error of this game.
Detroit's 20 scores now 3-1 here in the set. This game's still too close to call, even this late. It's Madison Marks standing 5-5 to serve for Troy. Done by Davis. Heineman. Ravengood, gentle tap over, and it pulls them again as they're trying to get to the tip. 3-2. App State clawing back.
It's been a common theme where, honestly, throughout this whole season, we'll be behind 2 and then up by 2.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth like that old Cameo song. Mimi Davis serve now. Marks the kick. Nothing doing for Troy. Hadman sets. And Morris. He hits the straight. Dares her to do something. And she doesn't. We are now tied at 3, folks.
Yeah, this is a really exciting match, as I believe it is probably going to stay pretty close this whole time, as both teams want to win.
Yeah, very crucial game for both teams. Speaking of crucial, service error from Mimi Davis. We don't see that often from her.
It's our 2nd service error of this set, our 11th service error of the game from the Mountaineers.
4-3 now, Troy leading, and especially in this last set, going to 15, you cannot afford to leave points on the board. Sarah Bates to serve. Back into the set. Just barely able to get that one over App State. And they will rule the play dead, give the point to Troy. 5-3 your current score. Mountaineers still hanging on, however. This one is by no means over.
Mountaineers look very stressed right now as they're down by 2.
Yeah, have to hold your nerve. Can't give up yet. Matthew to dig, Heidemann. Much improving of that kill by Allie Morris.
She had some power behind that. It looked like she had some anger and frustration behind that, and she made a beautiful kill with it.
Yeah, that is one way to relieve your stress. You can take it out on that ball. Ravengood with the serve. Mesa, Marks. Strongly hit, but App State will handle it. Morris will handle that one. This is now tied at 5.
Really, any one set, it could go either way. This is really exciting to watch.
Yeah, if you are a neutral, this is a wonderful game to watch. Troy barely get that one over. Dave Dig.
Contreras was slick with that, just kind of like off the side. She kind of had it, and boom, straight onto the court.
Yeah, it really did look like she was going to set that one. I was almost about to make that call, but she tricked me. 6-5, App State leading. March to set. And we are back tied at 6. I believe Ella Offhead with the kill there. The senior from Fairhope, Alabama.
This is really anyone's game.
Broadhead checks back out. Sydney Austin come back in. Tied at 6 here in this 5th set. JC Mesa to serve for Troy. Allie Morris. There's with the dig. Heidemann. Hit straight back to Morris's face, but continuing to handle it. And Mackey hits it strongly. Troy handle it, though. Davis with a one-handed dig. Bradley still going, messing with the set. Denied by Winterhoff and Winterhoff. It's a crucial kill. Oh my goodness.
Wow, yeah. Kalina Coveo tried to get that, but it went under the net. That was a great rally.
Yeah,
A lot of back and forth.
yeah. Again, just too much power for Calvillo to handle. Hyman checked back out for Contreras to try and counter this all Trojan lineup. Morris at the serve. Mesa. Marks. Senior Austin. Dig by Morris. Macker will just hit this one. And they'll say it's out of bounds. I thought she might have had that sideline for a moment, just unable to get it. Tied at 7 now.
Yeah, that ball, it could have went either way. I think it was super close.
Calvillo to serve now for Troy. Very crucial stretch midpoint of this fifth set. And you can not be making mistakes. Very hard hit service error. They'll go ahead and switch sides for the midpoint of this fifth set.
That's their 21st service error of this game coming from Troy, and you cannot be giving out points like that, especially in this fifth set. It's crucial to both teams. You don't want to give up points.
Well, I mean, I am sure the Mountaineers will take the presents, even though it is not Christmas time. We still got some Thanksgiving first.
Santa came early this year.
Yeah, perhaps so. A whole month ahead of schedule, if not more. 8-7 your current score here in this fifth set if you're just joining us. I mean, yeah, we mentioned it earlier. How crucial do you think winning this first game is to holding that momentum going into the second game of this series?
I think it's very crucial. I imagine you play a team twice in a weekend, 2 days in a row. Either way, if you lose, you're probably going to come back the next day and play even harder than you did. But if you win, you want to win both games just to keep that momentum going. And I think I want App State to, of course, get both wins and keep that momentum going. But it's really anyone's set this game, as Troy's only down 1 point, 7-8.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this one ends. It's App State. They getting ready to break their home. It's 12. Not sure who's going to be on between Heidemann and Contreras. It will be Contreras. Heidemann dapping up Contreras. Had me fooled for a second there. Fooling people on and off the court. Very impressive from on the red shirt team. Winterhoff to serve now. Reached 1,000 career kills this season. That's a dig. Senis. There's too much power to handle here. Back level at 8. Sydney Austin getting the kill there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Sydney Austin. That's a player that you want to look out for, as she is one of their key players from Troy. One of their taller players, too, coming at 6'3".
Yeah, first kill of the game for Sydney Austin. Dig from Farthing. Mackey with a little gentle hit over. And let's say someone in the hold there. Making the Mountaineers sweat this one out for sure. 9-8 now.
There can be no silly mistakes.
Yeah, cannot afford any mistakes here as Kiyakowski will serve. Davis the dig. Heidemann. Mack. Great, good checking into the Farthing. Heidemann checks in for Contreras.
Beautiful kill from Mackey. That's her 10th kill of this game. A little bit of frustration put behind there. Maybe they're taking it out on the ball as they should. Just can't use too much power.
Yeah, just have to be careful. Done by Butler. Simmons. Back to Butler. What question? I'm surprised to see no challenge there, as I thought that Butler might have reached over the net.
I thought that was going to be App State's point. There's no challenge from the coach, though, so one of the players must have touched it.
Yeah, perhaps so. We'll just have to see how things transpire here. 10-9 and Troy ahead. Boston with the serve. Davis. Heidemann. Good luck. Just need to keep the spirits high This game's not over yet as Chad Sutton takes a timeout, trying to break Troy's momentum. Only down 2. Of course, the set only going to 15, though, so very crucial stretch of this game.
Yeah, they cannot be getting too comfortable. Maybe they got a little too comfortable when they were leading, but you really can't get too comfortable because then mistakes can happen. Communication is lost, and next thing you know, you're down by 2 points. You just can't get too comfortable. You got to keep your head in the game.
Perhaps maybe that's been a story of App State's season, but no way to tell what they're thinking without going up and asking them.
Right. Fifth set of the game, they gotta lock in just a little bit more, maybe more communication, figuring out who's going where, who's gonna get the ball, all of that.
Just have to keep things sharp and really stop Maya Butler more than anything. She just got her 25th kill of the game after that one.
Yeah, you cannot overlook Maya Butler as she is their top scorer from Troy.
Yeah, I mean, she's been very successful in this game. 413 kills now on her season after that last one. Sydney Austin served good. App State shifting to the left to try and get back into this. Serves up. Dug by Davis. Heidemann. Mackey hits that one. He stayed. 10-11. Your Mountaineers still holding on.
Beautiful kill for Mackey. That's her 10th kill of this game. She's third in kills for this game for the Mountaineers with 10.
Yeah, her 10th kill of the game now, Kiana Mackey. Let's see if you dig. Sinis. Butler gets a little tap. Doesn't full App State. Mackey just hits that one back over. Sinis. Butler steals that one. Mackey tries to get the dig. I believe the scorekeeper had to catch that one to keep it from hitting a fan.
He did a really good job catching that, one-handed too.
Yeah, perhaps shades of Odell Beckham Jr. there in, I believe, 2015 with that one. But no time to focus on that now. Mountaineers down by 2, 12-10. As in marks to serve. Dig from Morris. That's it, the dig. Marks. There's just too much to handle there. App State down to the last 2 points that they give up. Ella Broadhead with that kill and a timeout taken. I mean, we saw it in the 4th set, and perhaps we need to see it here. Maybe a tightening up with the defense needed.
Absolutely, yeah. Focusing in on that defense. I want to see Graven Good, getting her kills in as she was doing last set. They just really need to better communication, maybe too. Figuring out who's going to grab that ball and just really trying to lock in. As this set only goes to 15, as you were saying before.
Yeah, I mean, we know these players have the agility to cover every inch of the court at once. It's really just making sure they're in the right place at the right time, which in this set they have not been. But we'll have to see if that changes. Of course, this one by no means over.
No, it's really again anyone's set really. These teams, it seems to be like, at least this set, it's been a very close set the whole time. So it could be anyone's game.
Yeah, these last 2 sets comparatively have been very close. Surprisingly, no Winterhoff in to try and close out this game, as it's Raven Good, Nikhila Hardy, along with Kiana Mackey is the main front line. Still got Al Morris, Addison Heidemann, and Mimi Davis in there right now.
I'm hoping to see a lot from Graven Good the rest of the set.
Works to serve. Morrison's dig. Set by Heidemann. And they'll say a Trojan touched that one. They will not challenge that one, but that's exactly what App State needed to stay alive in this one, 11-13. Need some good fortune now as Mimi Davis to serve. And you just cannot have that service error here late.
No, especially not this late in the game. They've been pretty good about not having that many service errors compared to Troy, but you cannot be having it that late in the game. That's their 12th service error of this game from the Mountaineers. That was crucial.
Just have to hang on now with Sarah Bates to serve. Good from Mackey will unfortunately end this one. Just unfortunate from App State to go out like that. I mean, they fought hard. They were just unable to hold on in the end.
Yeah, they really tried. They get to come back tomorrow, play Troy again. Hopefully, there'll be a bit of a different outcome. Maybe they'll be a little more frustrated and really just want to beat them at their own home court as well.
App State moves to 14-12 overall, 5-10 in conference play. Troy moves to, I believe, 7-8 in conference play, looking to get to 500 tomorrow. But you'll be with and Trey Blake and Lane Williams tomorrow. For Marguerite Huckabee and myself, Michael Santiago, you've been with 90.5